I'd like to tell you one interesting story though, because I'd been asked and approached about possibly loaning some pieces to this exhibition, and Jason came to my house with also Craig, I believe, as well, and they to give me some idea of what the exhibition was going to be about. So this is a few years ago, and they laid out a plan of what was going to be the exhibits, and it was explained to me that you walk through the Greco-Roman statues to this particular gallery, and then you would see Chuck Berry's guitar standing there, lit up, and I said, well, that's all you're going to see as you approach it. They said, yeah. I said, okay, what do you want? What can I do? What can I give you to help this along? Because it was just so magical. And there's this sort of, this sort of chalice there, like the Holy Grail. I was really keen to be able to loan whatever I could to make it come along. And I'm sure that everybody who was approached felt it the same way. To have something of the phenomena of electric guitar music, and certainly for what that meant for us in England when the first sort of the rockabilly of Elvis Presley reached us, and the records of Ricky Nelson, the rock-and-roll trio, Johnny Burnett, these sort of things. When I heard those, they changed my life. And quite clearly that happened for me, and I became I went to art college, and I became a studio musician, and then on to the Yardbirds and Led Zeppelin. But before that, in Liverpool, of course, there was the Beatles, and the Beatles then processed this music and then wrote their own music, and then they came and it came back to you guys over here. So there was one invasion over to the UK and Europe, and then another one that came back, which was really cool. But it was all due to the phenomenon of this electric guitar, these 6 strings that are amplified, and each and every musician plays with their own character and invention, and this is the interesting part of the whole phenomenon, that it's a tactile instrument, and it becomes such a vehicle for every single person who plays it. And my interest went right through from the 6-string nylon guitar, so that would be flamenco guitar, classical guitar. I was keen on rockabilly guitar, and blues guitar, whether it be slide or whether it was bending strings. Just the whole thing was just a magical sort of tapestry for me, and I was like a sponge eating it all in, soaking it all in. So this day today is something that I would never have dreamed of, as I said, in my life, because you're talking somebody here who got the guitar bug when he was about 11, 12 years old. I'd take my guitar to school, have it confiscated and given back at the end of the day. So that's the sort of respect that you had for guitars. And I'd like those, I don't know whether my poor old tutors are alive anymore, but I'd love them to reflect on this day at the Met. And thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.